Hey everyone. So we just finished a video explaining what your femoral, obturator, and sciatic nerve innervate. Just a quick tutorial to go over the motor nerves that they're responsible for. So the next video I wanted to do was just continuation of the motor nerves. This is more specifics in the back. So this will include muscles like the piriformis, the obturator internus, superior inferior gemelli, and just to go over that real quick. So first thing I wanted to do was just draw just a quick structure of what all this looks like. So let's make it nice and big so we can get a good idea. So let's draw a really big iliac wing. There we go. And then right underneath that you have your obturator. And I remember when we used to study anatomy back in undergrad, if you put this up to your ear, it's like a telephone. Throw like an antenna there, and you talk to the obturator. I know it's a lame joke, but it helps you remember it. Anyways, so let's actually finish drawing the femur. So let's say this right here is your big fossa. Your femur is going to fit right into there. So there's your femoral head, and in the femoral head, oh, so from your femoral head, you come down. You have your greater trochanter, which takes up, the better half of everything. You have some other lines there. You have your lesser trochanter, and just a continuation down. Cool. Actually, this is I accidentally drew this poorly, and I've increased the angle here. So if you guys didn't notice, if you increase the angle in this area, you can actually end up having uh, this is something called, I believe, coxa vega or vega. So this is it. Essentially, is knock knee. Your knees will end up knocking in the bottom. Anyways, so let's just draw some of the musculature out. I'm going to draw first muscle over here, big muscle underneath the bigger muscle. This is your gluteus medius. Cut, because underneath it, we need to show you the gluteus minimus. And the cool part about it is that the gluteus minimus, the gluteus medius, really most of these muscles attach to that greater trochanter, right? This is a huge attachment site. I'm going to memorize everything that kind of attaches here. I'd recommend everyone else do the same. So again, this is let's draw some fibers in there. This is your gluteus minimus. Cool. Next, you have your piriformis, and I guess there's one other structure I'd like to draw. It's your sciatic foramen. So this is actually where your piriformis will come out of. So let's just draw a little hole there. So you have your sciatic or your piriformis coming out of the sciatic foramen. And obviously, I'm exaggerating the size of these muscles a bit. Someone has a fatter belly, for example. But either way, draw it in. So there it is. There's your piriformis. And then let's actually colorize this a bit so you guys don't get confused with what I'm drawing. The green's going to be your obturator internus. It attaches there and it comes out and it creates this really thin ligament, again attaching to the greater trochanter. And let's actually exaggerate the ligament a bit. So there's the muscle belly. And then in blue, we're going to have our superior and inferior gemellus. So these actually attach somewhere in the vicinity, just right here, and then we'll go in. And these don't attach to the greater trochanter. They do, but inadvertently. They attach to the actual tendon of the obturator internus. So that's pretty cool. You also have your inferior gemellus. So that right there was superior gemellus. And this down here was inferior gemellus. And again, the muscle in the middle is your obturator. internus. So obturator internus. Cool. And you got one more muscle, one more big muscle. We'll do this one in orange. This is your quadratus femoris. Quadratus femoris. This one actually doesn't attach to your greater trochanter, not in this area. Instead, it attaches to the medial proximal end of your femur. So really close enough to that greater trochanter. It's huge as well. So this right there is your quadratus femoris. Cool. So we have really all the muscles we want to talk about here. Let's actually see if we can change the sides of it. And I don't believe that's going to work. Oh, there we go. So give me just one moment. Let's make some more space here, just so we can actually draw or have some space to actually write. Okay, cool. Let's move this back up in the corner. So there's the great drawing we did, just smaller. Okay, so you have a couple nerves that you want to, look at over here. Let's just write them all down. You have your superior gluteal nerve. You have your inferior gluteal nerve. And then you have your nerve 2, quadratus femoris. Right, kind of self-explanatory where this is going to be attaching to. But there is a cool pattern that it makes. And lastly, your nerve 2, your obturator internus. I guess they weren't very clever this day on what to actually name things. Anyways, so your superior gluteal nerve, this will be innervating 2 of your gluteal muscles. It's not going to be your maximus. Just think about the superior. I mean, it's counterintuitive. It should be maximus, but no, this is actually innervating the gluteus medius and minimus. So there you go. The inferior gluteal, though, that's going to be innervating your gluteus maximus. I don't know about you guys, but every time I read gluteus maximus, the first thing that comes to mind is Gladiator. Such a great movie. So sad. Anyways, then you have your nerve to quadratus femoris. So again, this is your quadratus femoris. Actually, before we get into that, just a quick note, the superior gluteal nerve and the inferior gluteal nerve, they actually come out respectively of the sciatic foramina. So one's going to be right above here and the other one down there. Let's try yellow color. So one right there, one right there. Superior is right here, inferior would be right there. Okay, cool. Now your nerve to quadratus femoris is going to be essentially innervating your quadratus femoris. Oh, and it's also going to be innervating the muscle right above it, your inferior gemellus. So just remember that the quadratus femoris does the one right above it, right? So does the quadratus femoris muscle, as well as the inferior gemellus. Okay? And next is your obturator internus. Your obturator internus is located again right there. And the nerve will be innervating your obturator internus and the muscle right above it, your superior gemellus. So if asked on a practical, just always look right above it, and you'll know the nerve that's innervating what. So that is going to be your obturator internus muscle and your superior gemellus. So just a cool way to think about it. The gluteus nerve innervates the gluteus maximus, medius, minimus, both. and then your quadratus femoris and your obturator internus. So this it's pretty simple stuff, but again, these are motor nerves. Just some good things to know. Aside from that, I think that's basically what I wanted to go over. If you didn't have a chance, you guys can catch the other video that was talking about the femoral obturator and sciatic nerve. That goes over the more general aspect. So most muscles are innervated by those big nerves. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and good luck with studying, guys. Have a good day.